From China, Wang, Chuqin!
Oh my, what a reception for Wang Chuqin. He's used to it. And he's back where he's won once before here in Singapore. Given his dominance and his quality, maybe it will surprise you that we're in our 5th installment here and he has just the one title to his name. But he's a player who's got some great form to his name. Grand Smash champion at the last one we staged in Beijing, the China Smash. There he beat Felix Lebrun, of course, and they also clashed. We'll talk about the head-to-head in a moment in Las Vegas at the United States Smash as well. So this is a rivalry that has been building over the last 6 or 8 months, and it's one that should come to a spectacular head right now. Let's have a little look at that tail of the table then. It's 4-0 in WTT encounters, the most recent, as we said, coming China Smash 2025. Bit of a blowout, that one, 4-love, but it followed an absolute thriller in Las Vegas. Won 4-3 by Chuqin. And Felix has said all along, it's unfinished business. He wants to make up for that and also for his no-show in Beijing. Sean Coe's the umpire for this match, and you can be sure that this will be a noisy one, certainly with plenty coming from the French direction from Felix. But those cameras are trained only on one man, and that is the man there. Wang Chuqin summoned across for the coin toss.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I have blue or red. Blue for Lebrun, red for Wang. Red winner of the toss. Receive.
So Wang Chuqin winning the toss and will receive the Lebrun serve. And we're going to start talking a little bit now with Joe Ratajak, who's back with me on the commentary microphone. Oh, this feels a bit tingly, this one, Joe, doesn't it?
Oh, it's goosebumps time. It's the hottest ticket in town. Player box as well in front of us full as we take a look at the Frenchman. Still only 19 years old, the pen holder. Just blistering pace, especially off that backhand. That forehand's been doing damage in recent times as well, though.
He's been here before, by the way. He's been a semi-finalist back in 2024. How's he gone this year? Well, comfortably. Didn't drop a game in the first 3 matches against UNESCO, against Ursu, and then against compatriot Flavien Coton. Then beating the former world #1, the reigning Singapore Smash champion, Lin Shidong. He served notice that he's coming for Chuqin. Well, you can come for the #1 all you want. Beating him is another matter entirely. If we take a little look at Chuqin, ever since his rise back to the top, remember this time last year, it was Shidong winning and going to #1 in the world. Well, he has looked absolutely imperious. Seen him in Grand Smash action successfully last time out. Joe, his road has not been that troubled. The only person to take a game was Anders Lind in the round of 16.
Yeah, and even then, that was revenge for China Smash 2 years ago. Wang Chuqin getting the victory, and then over at Zhang Wujin, who was less than 100%.
Let's remind you that he has won here before. It was Liang Jinquan who was on the receiving end in 2024 in a really entertaining high-caliber final. Before the lefty sank to the ground in celebration. That's what it meant to Wang Chuqin back then. It'll be interesting to see what kind of a reaction we'd get today should he win again here in the Lion City. Not surprisingly, he's got the lion's share of the vote, 61%, but the fact that Felix Lebrun can now garner 40% of a fan vote ahead of a match such as this tells you, Joe, about where he has been. And remember, he's a champion from last year, winning, year before, winning in Montpellier as well. Men's doubles champion, by the way, late last night, lifting that silverware with his brother Alexei. Now, having put the party on hold, he wants to get to the final in the singles. Chuqin just making him wait a little bit as he makes sure he's ready to go. Because Felix Lebrun likes to get on with things.
First game, Felix to serve. Love all.
Do you want the crazy stat, John?
Love a crazy stat, go on.
Last time when these two played in the final of the China Smash. Wang Chuqin won 4 games to 0, and he had an 81% success rate on his serve.
Whoa.
That is monstrous. He served 32 times. He won 26 of the points.
Oh my goodness, well, here comes serve number 1.
1, 2.
And his numbers are down.
Oh, yeah. 0% so far. This is where Felix would have spent all of his time practicing, researching, yeah. So he got caught a lot in that China Smash match. Playing backspin off the first ball, and Wang Chuqin was just lifting it with so much topspin. And the forehand flick is coming in. Felix has done his homework.
Yeah, it's a feature of his game ordinarily anyway. He likes to get into the table and flick when he can. You've got to be very careful being caught coming in, going back, because Wang Chuqin will just lance it past you.
And again, in China, it was really noticeable. Wang Chuqin was often trying to just force Felix backwards to take a back step, and then he would just dominate the table. So it was quite almost like a strangely passive first few shots in a rally for Wang Chuqin, really targeting the crossover, and then he would dominate the table. So for Felix, it's all about, can you routinely receive that serve and put yourself in a good position, and then can you hold your ground? Can you stay close?
3, 5.
Just thinking back to that incredible encounter in Las Vegas, you know, it was eventually 11-9 in the 7th for Chuqin coming through there. If we have anything like that kind of a contest again.
4, 5.
Felix even said in his victory over Lin Shidong, he referenced the forehand and how much better it's been recently and how much work he's done on it.
Chuqin unfazed.
Ooh. 5, 6.
It's interesting. Felix has such a wonderful cut, such a great short forehand receive. Puts a lot of backspin on.
Left. 5, 6.
And it's another ball that Wang Chuqin has just popped off the end. I appreciate it was a let.
Oh, yeah. Trademark.
Can just get so much power. Remember, he's a left-hander. So where Felix can normally dominate backhand to backhand and bludgeon people, that actually plays into Wang Chuqin's forehand. It's a different dynamic.
7, 6.
But he started well as the young Frenchman. He's sharp.
He's going to feed off this crowd. Celebration for the first time, the fist raised.
He did so well to come out here, leaning forward, bat high, got the angle perfectly correct.
Yeah, game recognizing game there. Wang Hao impressed by his charge there.
Oh, that's so good from Felix. I mentioned it, he's got to find other ways to win points. The touch dead short to the forehand. And then the backhand block.
Twice now we've seen him do that, unable to cope. Thinking he's stepping in with an easy enough play.
Yeah. Again, in their last match, Wang Chuqin did that a lot, and Felix was always pushing the ball with backspin. Refusing to take a back step was Lionheart. World #1.
And the young Team China players there, yeah, they like what they see from the #1, the talisman, one who leads the team.
9 all.
But Felix is fighting not wanting to surrender this first game, the initiative in this match.
So remember, he just missed that backhand flick, didn't he, Felix? I wonder if he might try and let this one come off the end of the table a little bit and spin it up.
What's up?
Or if Wang Chuqin is the one to break the pattern. Might serve middle here. Oh, it is a pattern breaker.
Brilliant. The guessing game.
Always the bluff game.
Look at Felix. Bluffed. And now facing game point. Same again.
It was the double bluff.
Whoa.
But this kid learns fast. Always has.
The reaction. Juice.
Let. 10 all.
What? How did Felix stay in the rally? 2 balls fired at his hip. And then the counter was there when he needed it.
His right knee on the ground. Wow. Earning a game point of his own now on the Chuqin serve.
Let.
Pressure
10,
now.
11.
Where does he go?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Double up, double bluff. Felix Lebrun has taken the first bite out of Wang Chuqin here. Game 1 ends in a hurry with a 0.1 on the Chuqin serve. And those supporting Lebrun, there's not too many in this arena. Well, they are celebrating. And in contrast to that, the fans, the faithful of Wang Chuqin, temporarily at least silenced. On the board, 12-10. What a great rally to bring you once again then. Extraordinary dynamism, athleticism from Felix Lebrun. And we've spoken about this before because he and his brother obviously have been absolutely monstering the physical training aspect for a couple of years now. And he has physically changed his dimensions before our eyes over the last year or two.
Second game, Wang to serve.
Such a formidable foe. A challenge for Chuqin, the likes of which he hasn't really had yet here in Singapore this week. Not this time.
Power to power. And it's Wang Chuqin who steps in to find the final blow.
Oh. So quick.
Yeah, he put some hot sauce on that one, didn't he?
And then the flick, and it's a frustrated Felix who finds himself suddenly 4 down, having won the first. But that's ancient history now.
No flash, please.
Trickled over the net.
4 up.
Time, stepping in over the table and accelerating through it deep into the forehand corner. You don't want to give Felix Lebrun backhand to backhand exchanges if you can help it.
Let 5 love.
Even Wang Chuqin getting on with it in a hurry here. He's been sucked into this rat-a-tat pace of the match.
1-5.
You really see the difference in technique, in forehands in particular, the massive rotation that Wang Chuqin has. Look at the shoulders, and Felix tends to be more of an arm swing. He's got that right foot forward to prioritize the backhand.
1-5.
So good, isn't it?
So good to see. They're just so comfortable on the balls of the feet.
It's like rock'em sock'em robots.
5-3.
Nice little fight back here.
Yeah.
3 points in a row for the Frenchman.
And it's Felix who's turned up today, and not just, he knows the forehand has to be sharp.
5-4.
That
The
service,
19-year-old, he's playing with such maturity here.
yeah, that serve receive is really nice. He's done that twice now, just dropping it short to the forehand, making the world #1 stretch for it. Oh, watch for the step forward. Yeah. Felix, once he gets pushed back, there's a noticeable power difference on forehand to forehand. You need the tracer on this replay just to...
Chuqin was always on top, always the aggressor.
Yeah, like,
And again, that one just kicks up.
saw this a lot of the China smash as well. Wang Chuqin aiming the first attack into the crossover. Felix taking a big step back,
Let
and then it just opens up.
7.
He's got to try and not get forced back, the Frenchman.
Let 4-7.
But it's so difficult when you have someone the caliber of Wang Chuqin up the other end.
8-4.
He's in a strong position in the second. Remember, if you're just joining us here, it's the second of the semi-finals here at Singapore Smash 2026 in the men's singles. Lebrun's already booked a place in this evening's final. Now 1 game down, but 8-4 up in the
8-4.
second. Wang Chuqin to serve.
No flash, please.
Flash is still going.
8-4.
There we go.
Hit 5.
This was a gap that Felix would have known that he had to fill the short topspin balls to the forehand. And it doesn't need to necessarily win him the point outright. It just needs to stop him losing them. Put him in a good enough position so that he can then play the rally afterwards.
Seven, 8.
They're going to start screaming even louder because that's 3 points in a row now for Felix to come within 1 of Chuqin.
He protected the crossover with the backhand then.
8-all.
And suddenly, a turnaround here. Suddenly, Chuqin looking a little bit out of sorts.
It is. And this is sometimes where a packed crowd, all desperate for you to win, can sometimes work in your disadvantage. You hear the air getting sucked out of the room.
It's more like it just unsettling the Frenchman.
Lift, lift, lift. Felix said he knew he had to, yeah, send it up higher. Further away from the table, you've got to lift it.
Let 9-8.
Just wonder if another fast serve is going to come from Wang Chuqin here.
Oh, again. 2-3 times now we've seen that. Thinks it's there for the push, and it just pops off a little bit long.
It's such a difficult technique with the pen hold. Grip. It's a harder technique than a shakehander, the forehand flip.
2 game points.
Just like that.
So quick, Wang Chuqin, almost too quick for us to capture. And that is that. One game apiece now in this high-quality, high-intensity semi-final.
完了之后东掏你一下，西掏你一下，这个里头把节奏位置站住，把位置轻易不失就行了。包括你看，是不是有时候给他拉一下过正手这块，还有他这儿他松的。
You don't keep a world #1 down for long, Joe. Spinning his way back into this, Wang Chuqin having dropped the first against Felix Lebrun. What's caught your eye?
Yeah, look, trying to stay a little bit closer. I think, as you can see, yeah, there's a nice spread of balls. The moment he gets forced away, there's a few errors coming in. Felix so good at staying close. But if you can force Felix back by going to the crossover, then Wang Chuqin can take the ball early and find the angles that he's so good at. Wide forehand, wide backhand.
So both have landed one heavy body blow. It's a game apiece and a best of 7. It's already one more game than Felix got the last time they met.
A little bit of subtlety there in world #1.
And then he goes from subtlety to strength.
He's got really long arms and he extends at full length to just whip round the ball. Gets such impressive racket speed through it.
Cope with the service just about, but was always on the back foot, Felix.
The next one's coming at the hip. It's coming at the right hip. It's coming at the crossover. Because Wang Chuqin knows, even if it goes on, Felix has surrendered the table.
These are dangerous times for the Frenchman now because Wang Chuqin is building up a head of steam. Sure what he was attempting there. I don't think he is either. Either way, it's given Felix a way back in.
Such a different game that Felix has to play. Consider how he played against Lin Shidong, and Lin Shidong obviously right-hander, but got stuck in a backhand-to-backhand battle.
Oh, it's just a little wobble from Chuqin here.
It's clever. He's just mixing. I know that one missed, but mixing between long backhand and short forehand on the receives.
Again! When's he going to learn?
It's extremely difficult with the penhold grip. I mentioned it.
It's just not finding its targets. 4 now he's missed.
4-5.
And that's the thing, with a right-hander, you can't get that wide angle as much into Felix's short forehand off the side of the table.
So good. No wonder he celebrates. How does he do this from that low down?
The spin. Look at the spin. Takes it off his shoelaces. This is a match where Wang Chuqin doesn't necessarily need to challenge Felix for speed, for pure pace. Just mix location. And really spin the ball as best you can. He's trying to find ways, the Frenchman, to receive this serve. And the problem is if he attacks it with the backhand, Wang Chuqin is just there to maneuver him back to the other side of the table.
5-7.
Again, he looks a little bit unsettled, Chuqin, by the way the ball came at him.
Felix has found joy when he is able to touch it short to the forehand.
Straight up the middle to maintain an advantage.
It's that half-long short forehand again. It's crippling, Felix Lebrun.
Such an innocuous shot, but it's been so productive.
9-6.
Needed that, Felix. He's got to somehow keep in touch.
Yeah, he played this with the forehand, but round the other side of the ball. Sent it wide forehand. Wonder if Wang Chuqin will send this one a little bit wider off the side of the table rather than middle.
7-9.
Misses. It's a two-point game. Remember, they're locked to one game apiece. Slender advantage for the world number one now. And now he can turn that to his advantage. 3 game points for a 2-1 lead for Chuqin.
Again, it's the crossover.
10-8.
Happy to get in and swat that one for the point.
He needs 2 good serve receives here. Felix Lebrun. And he has one of them.
And then a look at the opponent. Timeout called. So applause from Nat Molan, but the T signal from Wang Hao. Let's listen in now at this crucial juncture.
稍微把节奏控制，这是得想好发什么球，你知道吧？不要考虑好发多少，带点策略。啊，他如果说过来正好基本都撞挤呀切这一下，完了就让你觉得我这么多上不了手的话，不好上手，反手拧在中间起手。你看他中间他都是轻轻带一下，或者说是这种往上举一下才行，是吧？这里头把节奏控制好，多点不着急，对吧？这就是机会，他没拉走，是吧？本别了没拉住这种球板，对吧？所以还把自己节奏控制一下，还真打到这种对拉到时候拉住中间拉住落地就行。 就是还是要注意自己的发球，自己的发球发到哪，想怎么去上手，这个要看情况，好吧？啊，可以，稍微往缓点，喘口气，对，把呼吸调匀就行。
He was talking about putting the ball in the middle and saying you're going to get it back short and soft. That's your chance, take it.
Yeah.
Makes sense to you?
Yeah. So I think short serve to middle. Felix tries to touch it back, and then Wang Chuqin maybe.
Yeah. One way or another, it worked because that's the game. So a lot of talk around a timeout for 1 point, and that 1 point has given him an advantage of 2 games to 1. But this one's not done yet.
站住中间这，他没办法，他这个他很难受。
相识不，我老想这
偶尔算一个是可以的，偶尔算一个侧身逮住了可没问题。包括他挑完你这一下的时候，对吧？他现在都在尝试挑，你没让你挑，他就会挑你白手。
So whilst they plot their path forward, let's have a little look at the last 6 months of WTT Series events, all the way from Shizuoka Tagami to 2 wins in a row for Wang Chuqin. And as you can see there, we see Felix on there, contender in Muscat, champion. What a variety, what a diversity. We've got Lin Wenru there, champions Doha winner. And of course, Lin Wenru is setting his sights on a Grand Smash win. The whole of the China team. We've seen the Youth Smash underway today here, of course. And right up the back there is Alexis Lebrun as well. Men's doubles champion with his brother Felix last night. Now all he can do is cheer on, as does Nat Molan, the man who's coached both of them so successfully down the years. But Felix is now 2-1 down.
False game. Wang serve, love all.
When you know Wang Chuqin, you know that he celebrates very infrequently. So when that right arm or left is raised, you know he knows what he likes.
He's just targeting like a laser beam into the crossover of Felix Lebrun.
Let love trees.
He's really dialed in, Chuqin. You could see that look there at Felix. He knows this is the moment. This is his chance to really wrest control of this match.
What a serve.
Felix needs to just
Play, please.
collect himself a little bit here. We've heard the shout, which is something he does quite often to just try and get himself focused.
Yeah, he's got to find something soon.
5 love.
Look at the placement again. Power wins you matches, but placement wins you championships.
And again, a long, lingering look at the opponent. He's got him down. And he's turning on the heat.
It's such brain power he's using. Wang Chuqin is just putting the ball into exactly the places that Felix just doesn't want it. Short forehand, or if not, it's getting drilled into your body.
Well, he needed that. 8-1. Just when it looked as if he was unable to cope with the heat here in Singapore. A little purpose about his movement now, trying to go about a rebuild. You can see how much Chuqin relishes this challenge. These are the moments he lives for.
Yeah.
He wants to be tested, pushed, challenged.
Yeah, he knows everyone's trying to hunt him down. He knows it. Felix, Hugo, Truls, they're all mentioning his name.
Can't go 3-1 down. Felix knows that. He's got to do all he can to fight here. We saw a good fight from Truls earlier on, but in vain ultimately.
Wow.
Credit where it's due. Well played.
6-9.
Again, that's the danger. You can attack with lots of power, but if it goes straight back into Felix's backhand.
So tidy, so sharp, and You could just see a pace behind there. Out to the forehand was Felix. Oh, so 4 game points.
Oh, is it a timeout called? Or was that game?
That was game.
Oh,
they
what?
missed a point. It was 9-5, and they kept the score at 9-5. Had wondered about that, but thankfully, it looks as if Sean Coe realized what was happening here, and it's game. Huge game as well. So 11-5 in the fourth. That's the most straightforward game we've seen just yet, and that doesn't augur well for Felix Lebrun.
来这投入一下，他这会儿就是投入，提醒自己就行了。别的现在非常好，站住位就行了，是吧？包括他有个变化，他开始这种就足了，人一定要哎，领导就盯紧，别的再这种没问题啊，他这种气力中间，这个我也教他。
On va pas un défi sur tout Paris, comme ça c'est pas si mal. Oui, j'ai gagné moins de 3 ans. Tu vois? En fait, c'est ça, c'est que ça pollue aussi derrière. Il faut continuer. Allez, mec, allez!
Animated from Nathaniel Moulin, I should say, because that's what it's going to take now, isn't it? The French fans. And maybe not the French fans. The Jayo there.
Stuck. Like a fly that's caught in a spider web. He's got to protect that right hip. Felix. And he's got 2 choices. Use a shorter shot on the forehand, or you try and step to your right and play the backhand off it.
He's trying to come at Chuqin. He's trying to throw everything he has at him, but Chuqin is so good at getting into position quickly.
He's just not engaging in big backhand, or forehand.
And when the chance comes, there's only one possible outcome. Wherever you're watching this from, it's another Wang Chuqin masterclass here.
Timeout, Felix.
And there is the timeout now. And this is surely the last throw of the dice from Nat Moulin and Felix Lebrun. What can they conjure up now?
Il est assez vite sur ton service. Ouais, mais il faut continuer à granger. On est des informations, il faut continuer. Le truc, c'est que là, j'ai l'impression que les intentions elles sont bonnes, c'est mon niveau, quoi. Ouais, mais c'est ça. On va continuer. Et il suffit qu'il y ait un poil ça, tu vois, qu'il y ait un deux trucs, que lui il soit un peu plus dans le doute, et puis ça peut. Ouais, bah, c'est le premier, quoi. Mais après, là, c'est. Non, mais maintenant, c'est ce qui s'est passé, c'est passé. Maintenant, ce qui nous intéresse, c'est ce que tu vas faire là. Ouais. Allez, mec. Allez, mec. Allez. Allez.
Sometimes it's tough to watch, Joe, because Felix is his head's down. You could see that, and Nat Moulin was very empathetic. Just saying, look, come on. Do what you can, but he recognizes Felix is struggling. And it was almost as if Felix was saying, I don't have any answers here.
That's it. When he serves, Wang Chuqin is just stopping the ball into short forehand. And when they're in a rally, it's just lasered at his hip. Longer serves might help, because it will open up the rally. It at least alleviates you having to worry about short forehand.
Good. 2 in a row, says Felix. He's got that little spring and bounce back in his step again.
So now he knows wherever this first serve goes to, Felix has to receive it, get out, and then anticipate it getting fired at his right hip. And he did it well then. Use spin this time. Rolling the ball up.
A difficult ball, didn't he, there? So that's encouraging off the timeout.
Yeah, the thing is, Wang Chuqin is likely to change location on this next one. Yeah, there you go. So he recognizes what you do, and it's a game of I know, you know, I know. So he just mixes this one up this time, just frying the youngster's brain. 9 times out of 10, Felix would have melted that ball with the backhand. But he's just been...
Oh, and then a little bit rushed on the service.
Yeah. And this is the pressure that the world #1 puts you under.
Oh, so good. Speared into the body. So uncomfortable for the Frenchman. Up goes the arm. And this is where the crowd plays its part. Here they come.
Felix did really well off the serve receive because it just crept off the edge of the table. Could have been forgiven for worrying about his hand here.
Felix endures. He survives the onslaught.
The smile of the face, because I think there were maybe 2 or 3 top edge mishits from Felix. You heard the sound. A lot thinner. He apologizes immediately. But
nothing to apologize about there because it's a 2-point lead now.
That was a faster attack straight into where Felix wants it, into the backhand. Wang Chuqin's got to get back to being accurate, hitting the crossover.
Or maybe just surprising him with the fast serve. Brilliant that time.
Such an aggressive serve receive.
Because, of course, with that grip, he can get so much action on the ball. You see what it did then? Chuqin this time decided to just get committed and anticipate onto the backhand. Good play because he then shut down the Frenchman again. Two huge points for the Chinese world #1. Levels him up at 9-all, and he's serving, and he could serve his way to the final now.
It's the placement, the hip, and then the wide forehand. Going nowhere near the backhand.
He's the better of the servers at 54.1. Another one of these, and he'll be on the brink.
I wonder if he'll serve with a little less spin short into the forehand. Last time he put lots of spin. Felix added it all back.
He's on the brink. Match point. Wang Chuqin, and he still serves. It's Wang Chuqin in the final in Singapore again. He has dodged one there. Felix Lebrun came into this with genuine belief, genuine hopes that he could, this time, beat a man he's never beaten. But Wang Chuqin had other ideas. After Lebrun took the first, it's been a wonderful showing from the world #1. And yet again, Lebrun is left scratching his head and wondering how he will ever get past Chuqin. Joe, impressed by what you saw from the man from China?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the placement was just beautiful. He knew when to up the gas and attack with pace like he did with the backhand at times, but the majority of it just went into the crossover, and he has such a diverse service game as well. Look at the spin that's on the ball. He just handcuffed Felix Lebrun.
Fair enough there. Humble and gracious in the victory. But he was comfortably